And I think we're live. Hello, everybody. Let's see here. Try to get that to restart. Trying to get my chat loaded up. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. That's weird. There we go. Can y'all? There we go. Yes, we can hear me. Good. Awesome. Hello. So while I was contemplating doing a video on this, or on a separate or I'm still contemplating doing a separate project. My brain's still not functioning great, and I've got one halfway made, so I'm like, I might as well go with that. Hi, Chansey. Did you, happen to get my email? I'm hanging in there. I survived the apocalypse we had the other day. Okay. I understand. My life does that on occasion, too. Far more than I would like it to, for sure. So, I can understand. Right now, thankfully I didn't lose it. I'm trying to finish the connection right there. I didn't get a good solder, and so I stuffed a tiny piece of wire in there. Got a piece of solder over it, and now I'm gonna hit it with a bunch of heat so that it solders together. At least that is the plan. We had a random hurricane hit in the middle of Montana 2 days back. It screwed some stuff up. I lost power. The streets barely survived. We're used to, like, blizzards, not 70... Well, I mean, I'm from Livingston, so technically we used to get winds like that there, but I don't know, this time was just different. I don't even think I've seen quite that destruction here or there. go. Filling in that gap rather nicely. Probably have to do some work on that wire, but that's okay. Hello, Daniel. And then a dunk in the old pickling pot. Oh yeah. I don't know how I'm gonna record the part where I solder the yeah, I'll get there in a minute. Yeah, yeah. And not bad. Definitely seen worse days. Just at least now it's not 100 and something degrees outside. Yeah, we needed that. This summer was starting to get kind of crappy, being that like mind-boggling hotly hot. Probably not. I'm trying not to think of it though. That might go back to being stupid hot again. It was actually reminds me, I want to open my door since I'm not going to be melting anything. Hopefully. Okay, got that soldering done. I'm still not sure, because I'm like in the middle of recording this project, and I'm like, I can only do so much before I'll have to switch to another project so I can keep up the recording. And part of me is just like, just switch now. Make some tanzanite mini pendants. Which I think is what I might end up doing. Because considering it, I don't think I've ever had made a tanzanite mini pendant that didn't sell. Whew. No bueno, Chansey. That's no fun. Hey, John. Hi, Ken. Thank you, John. That'll help me keep power. That was something. Hi, Ozone. Thank you, Chris. Oh, hey, and if you guys aren't already set up on the giveaways, don't forget, I've got the Montana Sapphire Mini Pendant in the shorts section that's open to anybody and everybody, as long as they're in the US or willing to cover shipping if they're outside. And then in the member section, we have that Charoite and Diamond pendant that we're doing a giveaway for, so definitely I'm gonna keep reminding everybody about those as much as I can. I might have actually figured out how to do this type of basket gallery in an oval shape finally. It took me a lot of experimentation, but I finally kind of drew the rough pattern. Consistent with my typos. Oh, that's priceless. I feel that. How are you doing, Karen? And this is basically just another one of these, but it'll have a ruby and more ruby and then moissanite around it, instead of all just pink sapphires. Huh. How did I get more? I just realized this one has more petals than that one, and I'm like, how did I... What happened there? Have to look into that. Thank you, Chris. Oh, not too bad. Just, you know, the usual. No, it was totally random. Except for I'm not sure how it was random, because that should be, like, mathematically consistent. Yeah, just hanging out with my little buddy. Are your ears tickling you? Am I talking about you? Just passed out like a boss. Squirrel ran across the keyboard. Now that I find to be slightly concerning to a point. What size is that? 'Cause, we're working on that right now. We could make it your size. I do occasionally make men's rings. As a matter of fact, probably my wouldn't you like to know? My favorite ring that I've ever made. Here, let's go for a quick adventure. Ah. Oh, that's nifty. Anyway, quick adventure. We'll go. To my little but as you point out, they're not in super high demand. This is one of them that I've done. I've also done more simplistic ones where I don't think I've got one on hand that's finished, but it's just like a band with a single gemstone set. I just saw one too. At least I could yeah, I did. I was gonna say. So, like this design where it's just a single gemstone set into it. There's options. Yeah, I've noticed that too. Like using like bezel setting and such, like trying to make the rings more streamlined and wearable without the risk of, you know, all those risky things that can happen with rings when you're doing stuff. As you notice, I don't wear rings while I'm working for sure. I've got a couple other designs too, but they're not simple to make. Yeah, Ozone, it's either that or... I mean, there are other options, but for the most part, that's what I've noticed too. Ah, well, yeah, anytime. I've got a wide range of styles that I'm capable of doing, so I'm sure I could figure out how to do whatever would work. And if I can't, I'll be honest about it. If I can't do it, I know someone who can, I'm sure. Yeah, for daily wear rings, I've noticed that too, Ozone. Although I find it, like, interesting how, like, it's so rare to actually sell a men's ring that I don't make them unless they're customs, because it seems like when a guy wants a men's ring, they want something very specific, while usually fitting into that category of streamlined and durable, not going to get caught on pockets and this and that, and get caught in machinery while they're working, etc. Yes, I think that will do, roughly speaking. However, ooh, yeah, no, that's pretty much where Tanzanite mini pendants. I'm there. More than likely. Alright, so I got a couple alright tanzanites here. Actually, really pretty ones. And something I've definitely noticed, tanzanites, they are popular and they sell, usually. And since I've kind of caught where I've got the next step that I do on that ring I'll have to record, I'm going to do a tanzanite mini pendant or two. Let's see here, how thick are these? I probably don't need the thickest wire. That'll do. I'm going to pull out two, and I will do two different designs. I'll get back here. Hey, Jeff. Perfect. Perfect. That leaves me with a couple more of these for future projects. Wait, gave me credit for something? That's really kind. I'm like trying to remember anything that I've posted that would be worthy of being given like credit for. That is so sweet of her. I will. You just got me to go. I'm gonna have to look that up real quick. Make sure that I get that on my to watch. I found your comment on her video, or on a video. I'm gonna send myself a text message real quick. Thank you for that heads up, Chris. I appreciate that. Apologies, everyone, for getting distracted, but the whole point of my channel is to inspire people, and if I've done that, that's gonna make my week. There we go. I was gonna say, I know I've got some 14 gauge left. Holy shit. Not much. That's okay. I got enough for one. Oh, neat. Right on. It was a good project for people to learn. It's a good basic design. Like, I don't want to necessarily call it simple, but it's not stupid complex. And that's not easy to actually. For me, that's harder than, like, the extremely complex projects is simplicity. I don't do simplicity well. Thank you. Hello, Stacks. Well, that's so cool. I'm glad it helped, or it gave somebody inspiration or an idea of some kind whatsoever. I'm gonna do my best to stay in frame. I apologize for the crazy mess that is my desk. Weird. Just ignore those kryptonites there. Yeah, no, this one. I've got one half done on the table right now. They are available. At least I would part with one of them. They're not two. They're only a couple grams a piece, like 3 or so. You guys want to see a got some ideas for that one, and I've got an idea for this one too, but that one's complicated. Yeah, Moldavite. I don't work with the stuff very often because getting the process of checking to make sure they're legit is a pain in the butt and a little messy. Some Moldavite? I've got a piece of Moldavite on the, available out in the trays for the show. I guess I didn't get around to showing it last week, but I put a piece out there from my own personal collection. And yes, I'm definitely holding out. So, dude, I'm actually working on a tray. So, you know, I make no secret of it. I always pull the best, the absolute best for my personal jewelry making work. It's just, you know, that's the gig. But lately I've been pulling pieces back out and showing them to you guys and selling them to you guys, but I can't keep doing it at the prices that I've been doing it at, and I've been trying to figure out how to make it more sustainable. So I've been working on making a tray of stuff that comes out of my collection, you know, the best cuts that I get, etc., so that y'all have access to those, and then I can just go replace them. Oh, right on, Chris. Nice. A bucket lister. Makes sense. They do look kind of cool. I've got a faceted one in my collection in my other room that I just kind of keep chilling out because they do look neat. I always say, John, that I always put, you know, legends say or something to that effect myself. I ain't against the whole metaphysical movement of gemstones. I just am afraid of getting sued. So I don't make any of those claims personally. Y'all are welcome to, you know, say as you please about said gemstones, etc. Hey, Lisa. Right on, Vicky. I see something about iced tea and coffee. Pepper. Sorry, I got distracted in my wrapping. Hi, Josh. You know, I've got to contest that, Daniel. I'm just saying. Monsters, it's pretty dang good. I'm not loving how that outline turned out. Water. Ken finds the middle ground. I'm pretty sure that if I drank water, there would be some, like, timeline ending event. Okay, there's my first frame. Still not a huge fan of how that one came out, but could have been worse. Where'd my wire go? I just had it. Sparkling ice and coffee, that's it. I can remember the last time I had water. It was a couple weeks ago. I'm still working on a case that somebody kindly sent to me. Safe travel. Okay, so design 2. The following design I do more often. Yeah, because somebody sent me some, and so I actually drink it. Otherwise, it would have been quite some time ago. I think we posted a video about it. It was hot and I was vending. No, Lisa, I still have about half of a case. Hey, Melissa. It's hard because the bottles are just so big. She sent me those little ones. Karen, what time are you going live tonight? These colossal heads had very detailed Ethiopian features and speculation that the Olmec had... Huh. Interesting. Give me a little bit of a heads up when you're about to go live, and I'll elevate so that you can post a link here. Of course, I don't have any problem sharing and helping support others. Plus, it'll make it easier for all the peeps that, you know, like to watch both. I'm all about that. And for me, 2 more hours. Actually, I'm not even sure I'll be still live now that I think about it. But we'll post the link before. The what city? What, Will? Is that in Yellowstone? And hi, Will. Yeah, that was what I was wondering too, because it wouldn't shock me. Alright, so there's my 2 frames. We'll solder those. Whoopsie. Oh! Let's see here. I would, wouldn't I? I bet I don't have my keys near enough to... Yes, I do. John reminded me that I've got a project I'm still working on that I should have in here. Ooh, fun! I hope you find some awesome pieces. Wait. Where did my chunk go? I should have a fairly sizable... Oh, I'll have to find that. I have a piece of gold chilling out on the desk that I can't find. My leftovers from that last project. Hello, Ryan. Well, I appreciate you lurking. I'm getting really, really close to the ad revenue line on total watch hours. So I really appreciate that, guys. Thank you. I know they don't give a ton on ad revenue, but something is better than nothing. Actually, that makes me... I haven't checked it in a few days. You guys have me really close, though. I'm at 3,820 out of 4,000. I could get better about my regular posting. It's really been a bit more challenging than I like to admit sometimes. To stay as regular on that as I should. I don't want to vaporize the thing and... Uh, 180, I believe, is what it said. Yeah, 180 hours left to go. So really close, honestly. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, Daniel. And everyone else who's hit the like button, I appreciate it. And like I said, even just general lurking. Well, that pretty much does that one. You're gonna lurk, Will? But I appreciate you being here regardless, buddy. And I hope you're having a wonderful week. Fancy tweezers. They're I'm lucky they're still around with how abusive I am to them. What? What? Oh, man. Will. God, I want to go just hermit out on your land for the rest of my life. Awesome find, Will. How much tanzanite do you think it's worth? I'm glad they didn't. Anything to get the geode open. I know, Will. I know. You've shown me. Oh, come on. That's just not fair. You soldered. You were supposed to stay connected. Now you decide that being soldered isn't... Come on now, really? Really? Is this... Alright, fine. Be that way. When you can't get it to solder the first time, just use a ton of solder. It always works. It's contagious. It is contagious. I can't blame you there. I think I would go to one of those shows if they showed up here and I could afford to. Okay, well, that one is being a little too delicate for the task, so... Hey, Opie! Oh, nice. Motherfucker! Now, where did that go? Fuck if I know too. Okay, cool. Well, we lost one. And I am not gonna go hunting through my room for it, cause fuck that, I ain't got the energy. We definitely have a runner. Meow meow, I need you to go find that and bat it around. That's a toy, yeah. No? You just going back to bed? Of course you are. If I didn't want you playing with it, you'd be all over it. But because I need you to go find it, that's too much fucking work. Little shit. Oh well. No worries. You gotta be fucking kidding me. My hand's just refusing to fucking work today or something? What's going on here? How fucking delightful. One going missing is even foreseeable, but both? Really? Both of them? That's uncalled for. Absolutely uncalled for. For fuck's sake. Yeah, especially when you're not sure that you can pull your ass off the ground should you get stuck down there. Well, thankfully, I managed to find one of them. I'm afraid to try and finish what I was doing there. It's almost like I need to lock it down in my vise or some shit. Ooh, nice. I had to skip going to the fluorite mine for the festival this weekend. So at this stage, I'm just polishing it up so that as I do the wrapping part of this project, you know, polishing later will be a lot easier / more possible. Have a good one, Chris. Have a good one, John. While I can, I'm going to, because I noticed we've got a lot of people hanging out right now. I want to share the giveaway. Just rub it in, Carolyn, rub it in. I'm glad you're having fun. I am. I just wish I was with you. My friend just messaged me from the festival that I was planning to go to this year, but I ended up having to skip it. Okay, I can't get into the live stream again. What the hell? There we go. Here's the short for the free giveaway. No worries, Iris. And if y'all want to do me a major solid and share that with your friends, I'd really appreciate it. If you're not entered into the giveaway, might as well. How are you doing today, Iris? Alright, so we got that far enough. We'll now move over to our Tanzanite. And hope that I can, or it's still gonna fit. Yeah, it's gonna fit just fine. Good. Good, 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 good. Grab a chunk of 24 gauge wire. Right on, Bryce. You know, I'm glad I stopped smoking, because that was way more expensive for me than vaping. Although, I've got a decent vape that's lasted me for like 2.5, 3 years now. So all I've had to worry about is getting coils every like 6 months, and then occasionally some other things like juice and stuff. I bet you are, Will. It definitely is more expensive than I would like, for sure. You know, blue just looks good when you've got a little gold with it. What will you drink then, Will? Iris with ants? It is seriously disturbing that I managed to lose that chunk of gold. I hope that pops up again soon. I mean, they're just ants. What can they really do to you? Yeah, I know. I know. And I just lost a chunk about that big that was hanging out on my desk. Smaller than that. I know it's around here somewhere. It can't have gone too far. I had melted all the scraps from this project into a small little chunk that I could then roll out and work, but it fell off my table or something. It can't have gone too far, at least. Why don't they belong in the house? Maybe the ants feel like your house doesn't belong next to their anthill. Have you ever tried looking at it from the ants' point of view? I know, I'm a weirdo. Do you have signs up? Dear ants, stay the fuck out of my house. Thank you. I think my cat would just eat them. He'd be like, "Oh, dessert, awesome." He's kind of crazy like that. Yeah, yeah. Plus, I like making two-tone pieces. So I might as well, I don't know, every once in a while. I normally save up so that I can do big pieces with gold in them, but every once in a while I'll use a little bit of it in a piece like this. It only adds, 40, $50. On my resin? Okay, that's fair. Right, Ozone? Protein. Melissa, I'm glad that your cats are better trained than mine for sure. I was here first. Where did the potting soil come from? Sounds to me like you invited him in. You kidnapped him and then brought him to a new place. Imagine your whole home gets torn up and suddenly you're magically transported to another world. I'm a weirdo. Don't mind me. See, so you brought the ants to your house. That was an invitation. You even paid for them. Oh man. Let's get into the moral and ethical quandary there, but we'll avoid it. I don't know. They very well may have managed to wait it out in an unopened bag of dirt. Although dirt is, if I'm not mistaken, maybe I'm and huh, uh well, indoor and being very careful about it. So we would use a pressure cooker on the dirt we got just to make sure that it was sterile. Do I want another stone in this, or do I just want it to be a single stone piece? Hi, Jennifer. Hey, Jen, could you send me an email, please? For some reason, I can't find your email, and I was trying to reach out to you. I apologize. I'm trying to get everything back in order with the business end of things. Shit, I didn't even get out invoices last week. I suck at that. Well, I'll have to do that after the stream. Tyler59801@gmail.com. I apologize about that. I didn't have many invoices that needed to get sent out, but I was more focused on trying to get shipping going and deal with medical stuffs. Gotta love that. No, that's too big. Please work with me. Fucking really? How's your week going, Jennifer? Yeah. Couldn't have gone that far. Please. Pretty fucking please. Thank you. Yeah, that weather was something else for sure. Fucking come on. I ain't finding it that time and I know it. The luck. I cannot believe that shocks me. Usually when a tiny diamond like that goes flying, I don't see it for like the next century. Definitely don't turn around and see it laying on the floor right next to me. That's lucky. I'm just hoping that weather doesn't come back. We don't need heat like that. Not built for it here in Montucky. This stone is being very difficult. Hopefully It's now locked in, though. Not really, Iris. Not like this. Yeah, what we had Thursday was not... That was not gentle rain. And no, we don't normally get... I mean, you'll have a couple days sometimes in, like, August, but usually we don't get stretches this early where it's 100 degrees and just miserable. We also normally have snow in the winter, and we had, like... I swear, we had, here in Missoula, less than 2 inches accumulated all winter. It may have actually been a bit more, but it feels like it was barely any. Okay, so... Now, one thing with working with gold is there is no reason to continue wrapping that all the way around the back, because that would just cost me way more money than I need to put into this piece. I'm already pushing it, adding what gold I am in a diamond. Yeah, that's kind of how it felt to me too, was that it feels like August, but it's July. Heck, I've seen summers go by here where we didn't see 100 the entire summer. At least, I mean, Billings might be a bit different, but this part... And I agree, it is kind of nice when the weather's like that. Okay, that's good. Now I want to make sure the back is secured, so I'll grab some 32 gauge. Well, just... That is insane. I would say it's like a hairdryer. Although, it's still... It's better than when I was living in Vegas. The summers there suck. Ooh, wow. That's pretty. $3,000 for a fucking 4-carat? 11 grams of gold? 2 points of diamonds, that's not that... Stuff seems overpriced. Sorry. I've been having to keep my AC on in my house all summer. Oh yeah. When I was homeless, I'd go there in the winter because, you know, in December they have flowers growing on the strip. Blooming. Which is quite impressive in its own right. To their gardeners. Or for their gardeners. Alright, now I'm weaving this little wire in between the back just to help stabilize and keep the gems from going anywhere. At least that's the theory. Usually it works. Sometimes it'll cause a problem. Especially on smaller wraps. Oh, it can get cold, but it doesn't get like negative 40 like it can up here, and usually it does. Maybe not negative 40, I'm getting a little hyperbolic there, but I've seen negative 20 many times up here. I feel ya. Oh, yeah. Tanzanite. Gold, silver, a little diamond, and tanzanite. Roughly a half-carat stone. Might just be able to get this piece to come in at right around the 200 to 250 mark. Probably should go higher than that, but we'll see. That's normally what a piece that doesn't have gold and diamonds in it would run. About 170 or so. I believe you are, Lisa. But I can check after the sometime after the stream. Those giveaways are going until September, so there's plenty of time. No problem at all. Though I have a feeling this project will have to get finished up next week. see here. On the bright side, we made a lot of progress on it. So there we go for our framework, at least. And we'll work some more on this one next week. Well, we'll probably finish it up next week, too. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me, watching and chilling. Ozone, are you still here? If you are still here, Ozone, I just set you up so you can post a link to your live for when you go live here in a bit. I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. That'll work, Melissa. I appreciate you, John. Oh, Melissa beat you to it. But I appreciate you still, Josh. I hope y'all have a wonderful weekend. I hope to see some of you tomorrow. Thanks for hanging out. And we will catch you on the next one, everybody. Until next time. Let's see.